Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at my train deck, railway deck, express train, whatever you want to call it. There's a few different names for it. So there's a lot of interesting things that I want to talk about with this deck. First off, I don't really have any experience with this deck type. I just kind of threw together a build. I'm going to work on it as time goes on, but because there's so many OCG cards, it's just a very difficult TCG deck to build. Not really complete anyway, so it's not a big deal that it's not really perfect yet. But I'm going to work on it a bit. I do want to talk about some of the OCG cards. Some of the OCG cards that DN lists are actually available in English. I don't really know why they're listed as OCG, probably because they're just promotional cards. They're not available in normal packs. Those are the ones that are in the deck. I'm a TCG deck builder, so I'm only going to use cards that do have an English version, but I will talk about the OCG cards, which will make this deck a lot more consistent when they do come out. Generally, Train, the archetype in general has these level 4 Earth monsters, generally around 1800 attack, and then they have these level 10 Earth monsters that are very, very interesting, and they kind of play off each other and have a lot of really interesting things. And once all the cards are available, hopefully sometime in the future in TCG, it's going to really create a complete, set of things that go between 4 and 10 and make your plays really easily. So to start things off, we're going to be running 2 Express Train Trolley Olley. Nice one to have. Its effect is pretty nice. We're going to have a lot of powerful XYZs. Whether we use it for rank 4 or rank 10, it's still going to give us some powerful bonuses, and obviously is part of the archetype. And then Lionhearted Locomotive, running 2 of this as well. Very nice with 2400 attack, so we can stall with a powerful machine type monster, allowing us to do another set of XYZ plays pretty easily. I'm thinking about running these at 3. Maybe if I wasn't running Machinas or some of the other stuff I'm running, I'm kind of debating that right now. I am running a Machina engine. This is very helpful, I think, in this deck to have alternate power to give you some rank 7 plays, and you could just dump the level 10 machines easily and bring out Machina Fortress. So I feel like that plays in really well with the deck, that you can draw into things and just make stuff happen for you. And then to Malefic Cyber End Dragon. This card is amazing in this deck type because generally you run a field card, even though we're running kind of a field card in place of another one. Still very, very nice with this deck type. We can easily make our play as a powerful card in general. And then we're running 3 Night Express Knight, a very key card in this deck because you can easily get him out for free and you can make a lot of big plays off him. Just a really great card. 1 Redox, we have our rank 7 plays, we have ways to bring back our machines and bring back other monsters, so it works out nicely in a deck that's pretty much all Earth. And then 3 Ruffian Railcar, a very good consistency card because we're able to search out with this. We're able to search it out from detaching or anything we do, so just works really well with the deck type. And then 3 Snow Plow, Hustle, Rustle. I find this can be somewhat situational because of the fact that you require having spell or traps, but as long as you have enough, you can easily make this play for you and get out of rank 10 pretty easily, so I am running it at 3, especially with the lack of monsters this deck has in TCG. And then 1 Foolish Burial, obviously helpful for this deck type, and you'll see in a moment part of that. Forbidden Lance, very helpful for this deck when you want to keep out a big monster to protect them. 2 Galaxy Queen's Light. I consider 3 very, very nice for this deck, obviously, to have that consistency between 4 and 10. And then limiter removal, obviously with our machines, this will be a very powerful card. 2 MST, again, back row is important. Definitely consider 3 if you want, because, again, back row is just a big issue for a deck like this. Raigeki, Soul Charge, very helpful. And then one of the key cards in this deck, Special Schedule. You're going to be using this to bring out Night Express Knight. Very, very powerful in this deck. We're going to have a lot of consistency between this to get out our plays. So again, very, very nice. 3 XYZ Territory. I was running this in just my pure rank 10 deck. It's just kind of a card to use in this deck type. There are other field cards you could run, like Mound of the Bound Creator. Problem with that, it doesn't work with certain effects. It depends on what you're trying to do. There are a few other field cards you could run, and this is just what I decided to go with. Can lead to some big damage with those rank 10s. And then just some staple traps. I don't have a lot of room for any traps in this deck, so I just threw in a few of the staples, but you can honestly take them out and put in what you want. For the extra deck, going to be pretty typical. 2 Cyber End Dragons, obviously, 2 Banish, Castel, Exciton, 2 Gear Gigant, obviously with consistency. Lavalval Chain, obviously a very important card for a deck like this. Dracossack and Big Eye with our rank 7 Silent Honor. For the rank 10s, 2 Skypalance, 2 Gustav, and 1 Superdimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer. Again, pretty typical for rank 10s. So now for the side deck, there's a few things I do want to mention, I do want to talk about. Not really a side deck for matches, just some ideas that I'm throwing out there. There's a lot of interesting things you could do with this deck, and I do want to talk about the OCG cards that we don't have available to us. Construction Train Signal Red is a train card that just seems it seems okay because it can stall for you and make plays for you. So I see how that could be useful, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. If you want to run synchros and deal with effects, Effect Failure can be very useful for this deck. Glow Up Bulb if you want to do that. Get out Star Eater really easily with this deck. Exodia is another easy rank 10 card you can get out. The OCG Heavy Freight Train, this one's really, really good, and we're definitely going to run this one that comes out in TCG. Rocket Arrow Express isn't bad at all. You probably don't want to run many of it, but situationally it can be pretty useful. Calculator, you can see why this could be powerful in a deck like this. Tragodia, again, very easy in a deck like this. Iron Call to do those rank 4 plays can be nice. Mound, as I was saying, can be useful. Revolving Switchard is the field card that we're going to be using when it comes out. Very, very nice for this deck. It has a lot of really great plays that you can do off it. And obviously you can see it mentions level 4 and level 10. It searches out and makes plays for you. It just works out nicely. There's also this Train Equip card, which seems pretty nice, but you need things in the graveyard to make plays off it. I'm still kind of debating it. It has some power, but it also has some drawbacks to it. So I'm kind of thinking about it, but I can see it being useful. XYZ and a bunch of those XYZ support cards could be useful for a deck like this that has those very high ranked cards. Meta Reflect Slime, obviously. Skill Drain, you could see why that would be powerful in a deck like this. And there is another, Dreadnought card that you can use, number 81, which seems like it could be kind of useful for this deck type. So that's my train deck. Very experimental, just kind of throwing some stuff together. Very in progress deck while we're waiting on kind of the OCG cards. Not that much to say about it. It's a really fun deck type. I think people have asked me for it, so I just wanted to try it out and just see what it can do. And it's just really unique, and it has a lot of really interesting things in going between 4 and 10, and I hope it keeps getting expanded, and I hope we do get those new cards. But if you do have a train deck, let me know in the comments. You could talk about what cards you use. You can make some suggestions for me. If you like this video, if you like my content, you can hit the like button, subscribe, favorite, all that stuff, share the video. If you want to support my channel, you can also hit the donate button and try to support me that way and help me produce more content. And if you're interested in other decks that I've done, you can hit the deck buttons at the end of the video and check that out. Or if you have a deck that you actually want me to build, you want me to take a shot at, you can hit the request button at the end as well. But that's about it for me. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.